My name is Ben Ouano. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Risk Security here in Asia Pacific. My company is a threat intelligence company. We derive information from the dark web, specifically from threat actors, and we deliver this intelligence to our customers in order to provide them preemptive or precursors to a data breach. That is, giving them intelligence before bad things happen. And so we feel that the intelligence angle of cybersecurity is vital to the new and evolving cybersecurity threats that are actually happening right now. So we tune to the landscape. We are able to work with customers to find out their pain points, to find out what is their mission, what are their objectives, and we work with them to protect their digital risk. And that is really what the crux of what we do. Right now, the biggest dilemma is that they constantly evolve. They are changing, and the solutions we have in place right now cannot adapt to the new changes that are constantly happening. So instead of throwing product technology at really a problem that is because of bad human beings, threat actors, our objective is to get the intelligence, to understand the mindset of the threat actor so that we are able to adjust and provide a better cyber offensive security posture for our customers. So really, we take a different angle at trying to solve cybersecurity problems. Yes. Cybersecurity needs to be adopted from a top-down model, meaning that it has to be formulated, it has to be embraced, and it has to be championed from the top, from the CEO. Because as it filters down to the various business units, we will adopt a culture of cyber resilience, of knowledge, thinking before we act, because the cyber criminals are going to use any means to be able to infiltrate your network. So the more knowledgeable we are as a company and every employee, when we embrace the cybersecurity mentality, we are then much stronger. And if you tie that under the cyber resilience umbrella, that is ultimately what we want to portray and to be effective at. So with regards to data privacy, we talk about it, we have legislation, we have laws, maybe even compliance that we need to follow. Every industry is going to be very different. But at the heart of data privacy is really the heart of the core human element, because we need to protect our data, right, at all costs. The data is your intellectual intellectual property. And so with your intellectual property, that is the value of your company. If you lose your IP, your intellectual property, you basically lose the value of your company and of your products. So we need to safeguard that. We need to be very vigilant on how we protect it, how we use the data, how the data is shared. Once it's shared, there is a trust factor that needs to be brought about. So, there's many use cases, but overall, data privacy is one of the highest concerns that we have, in the cybersecurity threat intelligence community. Cyber insurance is a dual-edged sword. It can be very good for companies, but I believe that many times there could be a little complacency because we have insurance, we're protected, but we're not doing the things that we need to do in order to stay vigilant. We become too relaxed. Now, if you ask me cyber protection versus cyber insurance, I would advocate on the side of cyber protection. Why? I could control protection. That is something that I must do as a cyber threat intelligence individual. But, I think cyber threat insurance is good. I just don't feel comfortable with the complacency afterwards where it is the Band-Aid for all, because it is not a Band-Aid. It is there to give you some peace of mind, but you still must do due diligence in protecting your infrastructure. What I tell you is going to be very different from many other vendors who will tell you, oh, we have this fixes this. In my talk this morning, I asked one question. If all the solutions that you have right now, if they're working and you spent a lot of money, why are you still getting breached? And so I think as a professional in the industry, we are trying to combat and solve cyber in the wrong way. We need to take a look at another way. And my talk was simply about we are all defensive right now, but in any war, you have to also have offense, right? Otherwise, you'll never win the war. We are not winning the war in cyber right now because we are not offensive. We are purely defensive. We're just waiting for something to happen. And then we have a playbook. Oh, we'll do this. Oh, we'll do that. But the threats bypass that. They bypass our mechanisms. That's why we're getting breached. So we need to look at a different way. And the different way is to get intelligence about the threat actor. That will give us an advantage over our enemies.